Hey, great to have you with us. I'm Pastor Fred. This is the follow through. We're going to be talking about justice all week. And really we're doing a series called Greater Expectations over at Christ Memorial here in Malvern, PA. And it's based on Micah 6, verse 8, right? What does the Lord require of you? And he's talking to every human being who is a child of God. He says, look, this is kind of the way life should run. You should do justice, love kindness or mercy, and walk humbly with your God. So each week we're going to take another one of those things. This week it's going to be doing justice. Now, justice is going to change based on what human being is talking about it. So what are your values? What do you see as right? And it's very often what's right in my eyes, according to my philosophy, according to my standards and all of that. We want to look to God's standards. Mine change. Mine are often built to suit me. And so I might not care about injustice in a part of the world because it maybe doesn't affect me, doesn't, in kind of encroach on my deal. But if I'm seeing things God's way, I'm going to look at anything that where one human being is not doing right by another human being. It really kind of boils down to that. Someone's being treated horribly, oppressed, they're being taken advantage of. And this is not something new. We don't have a corner on the market in our modern world. Man, it's been going on for a long time, from the very beginning of things. And so in Isaiah chapter 1, we have God's perspective as to how He wants us to live as His people. And again, it's a pretty, if you read the whole of Isaiah chapter 1, it's a pretty hard-hitting thing, right? He's getting right in their face about their wickedness, about their sinfulness, and He's calling them to sort of turn back and to stop doing that kind of stuff. And in chapter 1, verse 17, He says, "Cease to do evil, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, and plead the widow's cause." Right? So God says this is what you need to do. So if you have any power, how are you using it? Because that's really where it kind of happens. And it's not just governments that do this. I think that's the problem that a lot of people have with the current social justice thing is that, people will virtue signal online and, throw in their 2 cents and maybe really never do anything about it. But they want you to know they're concerned. And I get that. And I think the more certain things are brought to light, that's a good thing. But all of it just kind of makes a mess of things, I think. So it's saying, okay, for you in your situation, right? So if you're a senator or if you're a president, you're a world leader, man, watching this, how are you using your power? How do you help and protect, using your position, those who are powerless? If you're a law enforcement officer, if you are a teacher, if you are a pastor, if you work as a doctor or healthcare, how is your mindset to help? Is your mindset to do these things? And are you looking at your life go, man, I got to stop anything that would be evil. I got to look and see what is good. Like, what does God say is good? Right? Helping people and trusting in Him and knowing that I'm forgiven, knowing that Jesus died and rose for me, and that I have that love. And so that's going to cause in me a change of heart where I'm going to seek what's right, what's justice for people. I'm going to make sure that no one's oppressed. I'm not going to want that. I'm going to hate that. And someone who's fatherless, someone who's a widow, who doesn't have someone to turn to, I want to be the person they can turn to. And so whenever I see it, and here's the most important thing, and where I can do something about it, God's saying, let's go, let's do this. That's why it's do justice. And I think that's really important. I hope that helps. I know it's a really difficult one. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is going to be one where we can do a lot of discussion on this. I'd love to kind of interact with all of you out there. But let's be praying for peace. Let's be praying for the plight of those who are less fortunate than us, that they would be helped and that we somehow might be the ones that God's going to use. You have a great rest of your day. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody. As always, we will see you next time.